Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating and often misunderstood topic, how women think. Yep, that's right. Our minds are complex, layered, and beautiful, and trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. Now, before we start, let me just say, every woman is different. There's no one-size-fits-all rule here. But there are patterns, tendencies, and emotional processes that many women share. That's what we're going to explore today. We'll talk about emotions, logic, relationships, intuition, and how we process information. So, whether you're here to understand yourself better or to better connect with the women in your life, stay tuned. Let's begin with a common stereotype. Women are too emotional? Sound familiar? Well, it's time to clear that up. Women aren't too emotional, we're emotionally intelligent. We feel things deeply, but that's not a weakness. That's power. Studies show that women are generally more in tune with emotional cues, not just our own, but other people's too. This means we often sense tension in a room before anyone says a word. It's like having a sixth sense. That emotional awareness helps us navigate relationships, solve problems with empathy, and connect on a deeper level. But yes, it can also make decision-making a bit more layered, because we're not just thinking, we're feeling. Now, let's talk about multitasking. It's almost like a superpower. Many women are able to juggle multiple thoughts, plans, and responsibilities all at once. It's not chaos, it's a system. Our brains are wired to manage complexity. For example, while thinking about a work deadline, we might also be mentally planning dinner, remembering to call our mom, and analyzing how a friend seemed off yesterday. It's not scatterbrained. It's just how our minds flow. But with all that multitasking, we also need mental breaks. That's why things like journaling, taking a walk, or even just venting to a friend can be so helpful. It helps us clear the mental tabs that are constantly open. Let's move on to communication. Here's a big one. Women often communicate not just to exchange information, but to build connection. We talk to share, to relate, to understand, and to be understood. That's why a simple "how was your day" can turn into a whole story with background details, emotions, and side notes. It's not about being dramatic. It's about painting the full picture so the listener truly gets it. This deeper level of storytelling helps build intimacy. It allows others to see what we see and feel what we feel. And when someone listens fully, it makes us feel safe and valued. Now, intuition. Ever had that gut feeling that something wasn't right, and later it turned out to be true? That's intuition. And many women have a strong connection to it. Science shows that women's brains have more active connections between the left and right hemispheres. This may help explain why we can process logic and emotion together, which often leads to those instincts. So no, it's not magic, it's not just vibes. It's our brain picking up on subtle signals and patterns. We may not always have the words for it right away, but we know something is up. Now, let's talk about how women handle conflict. While it's tempting to think we avoid confrontation, many women prefer resolution over escalation. We want to talk it out, not shout it out. Speaking of processing, women often reflect deeply before making big decisions. We weigh the emotional impact, the long-term effects, and how it might affect others. That's not overthinking. That's being thoughtful. This leads us to empathy. Women often put themselves in others' shoes, not because we want to please everyone, but because we care. We consider feelings. We want to help, support, and lift others up. But here's the catch. This empathy can sometimes turn into people-pleasing. That's why boundaries are so important. We need to remember it's okay to say no. Taking care of ourselves is just as important. Now, one of the most beautiful things about how women think is our strength during tough times. When challenges come, we cry, but we also rise. We feel deeply, but we don't give up. We're resilient. Resilience doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like getting out of bed when you don't want to, or showing up when life feels overwhelming. That quiet strength, that's thinking and feeling in action. To sum it up, the female mind is a beautiful blend of emotion, intuition, logic, empathy, and strength. It's not just deep, it's dynamic. And when we understand it, we empower ourselves and others. So the next time someone says, "Women are hard to understand," just smile. Because the truth is, understanding us takes patience, listening, and love. And it's totally worth it. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and keep growing.